Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. Do you remember Wofai, the comedian Wofai and Taiwo. Let's just call her Wofai. I followed Wofai for a long time, actually, long before she became very popular. This a pretty young girl, not older. She's in her 30s now, but she always seems she has a young soul, seemingly, But we covered that story here not too long ago, maybe not even up to a year. About a year ago, as a matter of fact, because this is 1 year later. We covered the story when him and this guy eloped. This guy's family from the Lagos Island, everybody started to para on the internet. They said, we did not want our son. We did not want our son to engage this young lady. I don't know what happened. Maybe she's older or something. At that time, everybody came for them. They eloped. We always cover people that are getting married after they eloped here. I don't think it's a good idea, but I also don't think it's the end of be all. I don't think it necessarily means it's the end of that marriage. I think a lot of times some people, it's just what it is, maybe their family, they're not understanding, so let me see. I want to play this video for you. Let's see this video. Okay, this is this video right here. This is them now. All right, so I don't know what you pick up out of this video. Let me play it from the beginning. I'm gonna refresh this video. Let's see, what are you getting out of this video? Just watch. All right, there's something interesting that I'm trying to pick out of this video that I want to highlight. What I find interesting about this video. All right, so as I was saying, there's something interesting about what I am looking at about the video. So my title says 1 year later, Wofai and Taiwo reveal the truth about their marriage. So as I always say, really, examples. If you want to train a child, the best thing for you to leverage is not your words. That's the obvious one. Just run your mouth, and then you're still struggling with raising the child. Your best point of leverage is the examples you're setting on a daily basis. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just means you should be aware that the examples you're setting with your actions are everything. So from that standpoint, examples, right now we're talking about a 1 year marriage, right? Just looking at this video, what do we notice? Okay, particularly again, a picture is worth 1,000 words. A video is probably worth times another 1,000, maybe 1 million words, right? But also pictures and videos, especially on social media, can also be deceptive, right? So I'm not really saying anything, I'm just choosing to believe them. Does that make sense? I'm choosing to believe what I'm looking at on the screen, and what I'm really paying attention to on the screen is one of the 4 points of leverage that I think you have in terms of awareness, right? I call it the 4-point focus. It's called number one. The number one on that list is friendship. Okay, and that's something I noticed about this. So what am I trying to extract out of that? If again, there's like 2,000 plus multiplied by 1,000 variables of if your marriage, your relationship is going to be successful or not, right? There's so many variables, but there's only one variable that I want you to always focus on, and that's self. Just focus on working on yourself, whatever that means to you. I don't know what your moral standards are. I don't know what church you went to, what mosque or mashalashi you went to. Whatever your moral standards are, should be your compass, but work on self-improvement, always working on that. That's what I want you to focus on. So sometimes one of the things you can't really control, one of the variables, is if you will be accepted by a spouse's family or their friends. I think it's a very important thing that their friends and their family accept you, but I don't think it's the end all be all. Just like there's only one thing that's end all be all, and that's self. Everything else is negotiable. You can work with it, depending on how much of a weakness it poses for your relationship, right? So that's something I think I wanted to highlight here, right? I'm looking at the video here. I see them playing ball on the beach. They seem to have a certain type of friendship. They're going to the gym together. Obviously, you see them playing ball on the beach, right? She's a tomboy kind of person, so she's very playful. But they seem to have a kind of friendship, right? Some people say she was older than the dude. I'm not sure. I don't remember that. I don't remember the detail, right? But some people will make that an end or be all rule. They say, once you are older, it will never work. No, there's no never. There's no never in that conversation. The only never is if you don't have self-improvement going on. It's a guaranteed. Your relationships, not just your romantic relationship, your relationships are going to suffer. Okay, because it will show up. It will show up in every other aspect of life, not just romantic aspect of your life. I hope that's making sense. So what I'm picking up from this video, just the little I know about them, which is nothing, okay, is I feel a sense of friendship, and I wanted to use that as a point of contact to express even further to you that work on friendship. Work on friendship. If you don't have friendship, I don't know what else you're going to try to work on. There's a good chance you're busy holding your partner, your romantic partner, accountable to, you're putting their feet on fire. You need them to be perfect. You don't say that in words exactly, right? But your actions speak louder than words, right? You're busy complaining, right? Now you're complaining. You might be complaining about valid issues, valid concerns, legit concerns, but complaining is not sexy. No, like, remember all those people that they just always tend to complain to you. The only thing they never have something nice to say. They just complain. Remember that person? It's not necessarily your romantic partner. They are always complaining about one thing or the other. Remember that person? So there's nothing sexy about complaining. But could you express a point of concern to a friend? Yes, but it's the way you go about it. Usually you feel safe. So maybe that person is also moving in a way that doesn't make you feel safe. Granted, right? But if you can complain, you have some room there, you have some power there. That means you're still able to express yourself. That means you're able to go back to the drawing table and self-awareness. Look at how you're expressing yourself. Is it sexy or is it coming off as a nag? No, people say it's only women that nag. No, men do nag too. It's nagging. The nagging is not something you agree to, right? You don't have to agree. It's not a requirement that you have to agree that you are nagging before we call it nagging. It's the person on the receiving end of it that will determine if you're a nag or not. You understand? So, but now with some self-awareness, self-improvement, you can go back and say, is it possible that when I was complaining or when I was expressing a legit concern, I was coming off as a nag? Is that a possibility? No, it's not a matter of it's my fault or wrong, because that's the angle. Oh, so it is always my fault. No, it's not relevant if it's your fault or not. What's relevant is that you have a relationship that you care about, obviously, right? But you've been coming off as possibly selfish because you're just concerned about your own experience. You never really sat down and say, what is the other person's experience, right? Or maybe it's the other way around. Your partner nags, and now that puts you in a position to complain about how they're nagging. See, it's a two-way street, right? So now you're like, he's always nagging. She's always nagging. What? You're complaining. Okay. And by the way, you're starting to sound like you're nagging too, right? You need to, you as an individual, go back to the drawing table and draw that out. Grab a pen, paper, whatever your favorite way of expressing outside of your words, at your words at your partner. Go back to the drawing table and say, hey, let me assess myself. Have I been nagging? Oh, that's not sexy. That's not sexy. That's definitely anti-seductive behavior. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Maybe you've been the moralizer. You're the one that's always gotten it right. Yeah. Me, I always tell the truth. That person, maybe you're coming off as needy now, right? All of it. You can look at it here. It's all in here. It's all in there. Okay. It's all in there. It's right there. talkative. Number 6, right? Triggered. Don't call me triggered. Now you are triggered. No, I'm not triggered. Don't call me like Jesus, right? Friendship. The point of this video is friendship. I wanted to bring you back up to speed. If you're not going to work on anything else, right? Number 1, work on self. Work on self-awareness too, right? But what do you bring into that relationship? Do you bring a certain level of friendship? The other person doesn't want to be friends with you. Don't worry about that first. Let's worry about you first. Do you bring friendship, a sense of friendship into that relationship? Somebody says, I don't want to be best friend. Who's asking for best friendship? Friendship. Just you becoming the safe space for that person, even though you offended each other a few days ago, but they've completely forgotten about that. They don't realize it when they come back to you and they start being friends with you again, because you are their safe zone, even though you had a point of contention you were arguing about yesterday. That's going to be part of the foundation that you can build everything else on top of. And of course, having sex with a friend, not a real platonic friend, but a person who you feel like they're a friend, it's a lot more fun. Okay, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more in-depth. And if you know anything about life, you know that depth is always better than breadth or width. Excuse our English here, okay? But that's really what I see friendship here. So even if they don't have everything else, all the family members, all of them that they said they eloped or something, maybe they didn't want to agree to their marriage, all of them, they go, they're all right. They will all be all right, promise. Okay, but let me know what your thoughts are about this one. That's Wofai right there. And I'm glad that this is the caption that she left on the video. The video says May 4th 20, so it's been 1 year, May 4th 2024, the day I officially said yes to the love of my life, one of the happiest days of my life. 1 year later, I still do. God is with us, we will not fail. Happy 1 year marriage anniversary to us, my guy. Shout out to her and shout out to him. Somebody, I could hear somebody in my spirit say, hey, but it's only been 1 year. You don't need anything more than 1 good year. Actually, 1 good day. These people come to me all the time and say, so you think you figured it out? You've been married for 18 years. No, the 18 years doesn't matter. It's 1 day at a time. If you can figure out how to have a good 1 day, all you have to do, guess what, is replicate that every day. No, but tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Why are you waiting to 18 years before you celebrate? No, 1 year, 1 day. 1 minute. Figure out how to be a friend with your romantic partner 1 minute, 1 day, and do it and replicate it and repeat it. And if there are issues, focus on the issue, address the issue, then you move on as soon as possible. If you need help, you need support addressing the issue, it's okay to need help, but it's 1 day at a time, not 18 years at a time, not 50 years at a time. You don't have to figure out all 18 years. Just figure out 1 day at a time. And before you know it, you'll be celebrating 1 year. You'll be celebrating 5 years. You'll be celebrating 18 years. It doesn't mean perfection. No, you're looking for the outcome. Just figure out today first. Today. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Let me know what you think. Let me know what the thoughts, the number one thoughts on your mind after going through all of this. But congratulations to Wofai and Taiwo again. Hit like, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be right back. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.